Hi everyone, Gamer here and welcome back to my WWE 2K15 Universe mode. This will be episode number 6 of the Ring of Honor Wrestling brand. So without further ado, let's have a look at the card we have set up for you tonight. We are going to have a Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship match. We saw Roderick Strong get a clean victory last week over Chris Hero, and that has led to Roderick Strong and Adam Cole challenging Cesaro and Chris Hero for the championships tonight. We also saw last week Kevin Owens defeat Sami Zayn, and then while Sami Zayn was being attended to by EMTs on a stretcher, Owens continued to attack Sami. Tonight, Sami Zayn gets a chance to take on one of Kevin Owens' faction mates, Corey Graves, and Kevin Owens will be at ringside for that one. In match 3 of the evening, we do have Tommasso Ciampa taking on Briscoe. In our 4th match of the evening, we've got a man who's really on a run at the moment, Aries. He will be taking on his latest target, Kyle O'Reilly. And then in the main event this evening, we saw last week CM Punk get a clean victory over Samoa Joe, the Ring of Honor World Champion. And this week, Samoa Joe gets a chance to get some retribution. However, this week's match will be a tables match. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first match of the evening. So we are underway here in our first match of the evening. We're going to start off with Cesaro and Adam Cole in the ring. Great chance here for Kingdom to walk out of here with gold on every single member. Remember, Michael Bennett, who is currently at ringside, is the television champion. Adam Cole only recently returned from an injury, having a chance here to gain Tag Team Championship gold along with Roderick Strong. However, Cesaro and Chris Hero have defended these Tag Team Championships successfully on a few occasions. Adam Cole just laying out a hell of a lot of elbow drops. Brings Cesaro back to his feet. This will be a big night for Kingdom here. Cesaro with a knee to the stomach of Adam Cole. Now scooping him up into that fall-away slam. Cesaro making the tag to Chris Hero. Chris Hero not successfully doing the hot tag. No surprises there. Boot and the punch to the arm of Adam Cole. And here comes the belly-to-belly slam. Remember our main event this evening, we are going to see Samoa Joe versus CM Punk in a tables match. Last week CM Punk did get the clean victory over the Ring of Honor champion Samoa Joe, and tonight he has a chance to extend that even further. As Kingdom here working together very, very well. Roderick Strong into the match. Roderick was the one who got the pinfall victory over Chris Hero last week. He knows he can do it, but can him and Adam Cole do it as a team? Chris Hero the reversal there with a shoulder block. Laying the punches and the kicks into Roderick, and now into that German suplex, massive German suplex. Roddy's back to his feet. Chris Hero blocking him off. I think he was trying to get to his partner Adam Cole. Hero now just with a thump to the back. Roderick Strong there with a backdrop. Now elbow dropping. Chris Hero to the knee there, really. Hero reversing with a drop toe hold. Dropping Roderick flat on his face there. Back fist by Roderick Strong. Running elbow drop, but Chris Hero makes his way back to his feet. Roderick, I thought he was going to go for the backslide, but instead turns into a neck breaker. Roderick brings Chris Hero back to his feet and hits that running kick to the face. Adam Cole trying to block Cesaro off here. Didn't quite get there, has he? Oh no, Cesaro elbow drop in the pin. Roderick Strong. There's that big gut buster by Roderick Strong. This could be all. I don't know, I think Cesaro is going to have enough time here to get inside and break the pin, which he does with the elbow drop. But that could have been all she wrote there. Adam Cole throwing Chris Hero into their corner. What's Roderick Strong going for here? Tornado DDT. Again going for the pin. 1, 2. 3, that's it. Cesaro didn't get there. And I've called them completely wrong. They were Decade, not Kingdom. Cesaro did not get there. And we have new tag team champions. Adam Cole and Roderick Strong are the new Ring of Honor World Champions. The Decade is now completely covered in gold. They have the Television Championship. They have the Tag Team Championships. There was the Gutbuster. And there was a pin. Cesaro he tried to break up the pin, but Roderick Strong was not letting go, and there they are, holding their belts aloft. We have new tag team champions here. What a way to start off Ring of Honor television. The opening match of the evening, and we have new champions crowned. The Kings of Wrestling will be eager to get their rematch. However, take nothing away from what the Decade have achieved tonight. All 3 of their members now have gold. The dominating force in Ring of Honor here. Now move into our second match of the evening. It's Sami Zayn versus Corey Graves, and Kevin Owens will be at ringside. So here we go into our second match of the evening. A chance for Sami Zayn to vent some of his frustration out on Corey Graves. You never know, he might get the opportunity at some point in this match to get a hold of Kevin Owens. Zayn can't be 100%. We saw last week, while being stretchered out, he took a nasty shoulder breaker at the end of the match, and the referee signaled for the MTs, and as the MTs were stretchering Zayn out, Owens attacking the stretcher. Zayn now is going for this submission hold, but Owens is up on the apron, distracting the referee. I don't know if Corey Graves may have tapped there. He looked very, very close. Referee was distracted anyway. Zayn brings Graves back to his feet, and Zayn picking Graves up and dropping him in that Michinoku style driver. And now locking another submission, but Corey Graves' leg was under the ropes. Referee makes him break it instantly. Zayn now with a back suplex. Goes up to the top rope. And went for that splash, but Corey Graves managed to roll out the way. Graves now throwing Zayn into the corner. Zayn fighting his way back out though. Spins Graves around. And straight into the Koji clutch. Zayn making short work here of Corey Graves. Sami Zayn making very short work of Corey Graves here. Venting his frustration. There was that Michinoku driver. And then just turn him around, locking him straight into the Koji clutch. You saw on the outside Kevin Owens was so disappointed with Corey Graves that he just marched straight back to the backstage area. Didn't even stay around to watch him tap. As soon as the Koji clutch was locked in, Owens knew what was going to happen and just left the ringside straight away. Sami Zayn getting a bit of retribution here, but who he really wants to get his hands on is Kevin Owens. Now into our third match of the evening, it will be Tommaso Ciampa versus Jay Briscoe. So here we go with the Sicilian psychopath Tommaso Ciampa taking on Jay Briscoe. Briscoe and his brother Mark Briscoe. Sorry, Jay and Mark Briscoe not had the best time as a tag team so far in Ring of Honor. Jay Briscoe trying here to kickstart his singles career back up in the Universe mode. A victory over Ciampa would definitely help him do that, but Ciampa taking an early advantage. A discus forearm there. Now just a punch to the back, and finally Jay Briscoe managing to get some control here with a headbutt to the back of the shoulder blades of Tommaso Ciampa. Jay Briscoe Irish whipping Ciampa over the top rope and punching him. Where's Jay going here? He's gone outside the ring. Oh, he backdrops him on the edge of the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. And now with that spine buster on the outside as well, Jay Briscoe has done a lot of impact here to Tommaso Ciampa on the outside, but Ciampa showing just how much of a psychopath he is. He's not felt any of that pain. He's back to his feet. Makes his way back into the ring. Again, just leading with the strikes against Jay Briscoe. Big punch to the forehead. But Jay Briscoe just dumping Ciampa outside the ring. Ciampa makes his way back in. Met straight away by Jay, and then a headbutt by Briscoe. Knocking Ciampa down, but Ciampa's straight back up again. Almost like he's not feeling any of this. Neck breaker by Jay Briscoe. I think Ciampa felt that one. Jay Briscoe now was locking in sort of like a submission there. We can't quite see him, but Ciampa, his legs are underneath the rope. Bad ring position there by Jay Briscoe. Ciampa managed to break the hold straight away. Now Ciampa now clothesline into the gorilla press. Drops him. Comes off the rope, off the other one. And a splash to the back. And this game glitches out even more here as Jay Briscoe is pinned while face down on the mat. I'm not the only one who can see that, am I? That did just happen. I'm not even going to cut that out. I'm just going to leave that in. Just to show all of you people out there the crap I have to deal with while making these videos. I have never seen that before. Jay Briscoe pinned face down on the mat for the 3 count. This is a new one to me. Either way, Tommaso Ciampa is credited with the victory. Here we are into our 4th match of the evening. It's Austin Aries versus Kyle O'Reilly. So here we go into our 4th match of the evening. It's Kyle O'Reilly versus probably the man on the hottest form at the moment in Ring of Honor, Austin Aries. He's defeated everyone put in front of him in recent weeks. The big scoop slam there. Now off the ropes, coming back with that drop kick to the head. Austin Aries, the greatest man who ever lived, just trying to prove that as much as he can. Maybe even get himself into the title picture alongside CM Punk and Samoa Joe, who we will be seeing in the main event tonight. Remember that in the tables match. CM Punk got the victory last week over the Ring of Honor champion. As Kyle O'Reilly just headbutting a grounded Austin Aries. That's got to do about as much damage to Kyle O'Reilly as it does to Austin Aries, surely. Sleeper hold, Aries locks in. Great ring positioning. But O'Reilly manages to reverse it into that stunner. Aries kicks O'Reilly away. And O'Reilly there with the belly to belly. As Aries ran towards him, O'Reilly pulling Aries away from the ropes, going to go for the early pin. Only a 1 count. Aries now throwing O'Reilly into the corner and hitting that corner drop kick. And now just the kicks to the face of Kyle O'Reilly. Aries brings him back to his feet. O'Reilly reverses it into that reverse DDT. Now what's Kyle O'Reilly got planned here, and drops him face first. And then locks into that fantastic reverse surfboard submission. What a fantastic submission that was by Kyle O'Reilly. Austin Aries was close enough to the ropes to break it. What a great submission that was as Aries comes in with a corkscrew splash. Hit him with that running discus forearm, and that could be all. Kyle O'Reilly looks out here. 1, 2, no, only a 1 count. I thought Aries had knocked Kyle O'Reilly out with that forearm. Where's Kyle O'Reilly going? Kyle O'Reilly's stripping the announce table. I think these two guys have decided the ring can't control them as Kyle O'Reilly locks in the armbar, but it's on the outside of the ring. It's not going to count. There's nothing that, if Aries did tap, it wouldn't count it because it's not in the ring. Referee still counting. O'Reilly makes his way back into the ring, as does Austin Aries. Austin Aries has got Kyle O'Reilly, picks him up, drops him in the brainbuster. Austin Aries drops Kyle O'Reilly in the brainbuster. 1, 2, 3, and another victory here for Austin Aries. Stringing victory after victory out against these top class athletes here at Ring of Honor. There was that reversal early in the match into the reverse DDT. Then there was that discus forearm. And then the brainbuster, dropping him down hard for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Austin Aries scalps another top Ring of Honor talent here. As he's got to be slowly raising his way up these rankings. Nigel McGuinness is going to have a look at this one. CM Punk obviously pinned Samoa Joe, but Austin Aries has defeated top talent after top talent. Aries continuing to celebrate. So now here we come to our main event of the evening. It's Samoa Joe versus CM Punk in a non-title tables match. So here we go for our main event this evening. It's the tables match. Samoa Joe trying to take an early advantage. He's got something to prove here. The Ring of Honor champion was pinned last week by CM Punk. He will want to try and prove to people it was a fluke. However, CM Punk is going to be out to the complete opposite. Tonight is a tables match. Samoa Joe throwing Punk over the top rope, then flinging him straight back in. We're going to have Joe's strength and surprising agility against CM Punk's technical ability here. Right on cue, CM Punk with an arm drag. Samoa Joe using his strength. Joe outside grabbing a table. Oh, and he couldn't see CM Punk slide out the ring behind him. Punk punching the back of the table. These two guys now fighting outside the ring. There's a trip there by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe now the belly-to-belly suplex on the outside. Samoa Joe now has the table, sliding it into the ring. These two guys both back in the ring now. CM Punk. Whoa! CM Punk hit a suplex. They'd bounced off the table and the table just flung off out the ring. Quite astoundingly. Just bounced up onto the top rope and went straight outside on its own. Samoa Joe now retrieving another table. Hopefully this one won't defy gravity as much. CM Punk taking the table off of Joe, sliding it into the ring. Joe also slides into the ring. Punk was there waiting for him though. Twists the arm and sends Joe straight into the corner. Follows it up with his forearm. Then the shoulder thrust to the stomach. He brings Joe out and then tornado DDT. He gets around the back of Joe. Joe with the back elbows. Now has that table, trying to set it up, but CM Punk is... I don't think Joe's quite realised that CM Punk is stood there behind him. Punk grabs Joe straight away and then hits him with that knee to the stomach. Joe now throwing Punk towards the table. Punk fighting his way away. Punk now with that backbreaker. And there's a huge, huge spine buster by Samoa Joe, almost like a choke slam, but to the chest. CM Punk comes back there with a kick to the gut. As does Samoa Joe as well, and Joe has got Punk up. Tried to drop him through that table, the suplex. I think Punk just clipped it, but Joe now with a powerbomb. Oh, I thought he was going to try and powerbomb CM Punk through the table, but Punk reverses with that DDT. The kick to the back by Punk, and now a DDT from Samoa Joe. Joe pings Punk back up. So he's going to go for a powerbomb again for the table. And this time, oh, he powerbombed him on the table, but the leg of the table gave way. Punk lives to fight another day here. The leg of that table gave way when Samoa Joe tried to powerbomb Punk through it. Punk there with that arm breaker. What's he signaling for here? Spins him round. He gets Samoa Joe up on his shoulders. He hits the GTS. He hits the GTS on Samoa Joe. And then hits a springboard elbow drop. Now it gives Punk a chance to set this table up. Samoa Joe stirring behind him, and Joe's got Punk. How Joe's back to his feet, I got no idea, but Punk fighting his way out of it. Just kick to Samoa Joe's stomach. Rolls Joe up onto the table. And where's Punk going now? He's going over the top, like he was going for the turnbuckle, but I think Joe's rolled off the table. And Punk hits that crossbody over the top of the table. And again, that springboard elbow. I think he missed the springboard elbow this time. Joe straight back up. But Punk stopping it quick and early. Joe with the headlock. Punk reverses it into a drop toe hold. Punk brings Joe back to his feet. And he's got him up again. And he hits the GTS again. Samoa Joe's taken a beating in this match. Punk again setting his table up. Joe's taken 2 GTSs now. Punk throwing Joe onto the table. Oh, but Joe fighting Punk away. I can't even believe Joe is still standing now. Running DDT by Joe. The table seems to have buckled again. I think that's a dodgy leg where Punk landed on it from the powerbomb. Joe with a boot to the stomach. CM Punk with a knee to the stomach, and now there's just a kick to the side of the head. He picks Joe up and throws him into the ropes. Joe comes back and hits a running DDT on CM Punk. Joe brings Punk to his feet, and he's got him up into a power bomb in the corner. Another DDT by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe just setting that table up. Punk looks out. Joe brings him back to his feet. Then brings him over to the table. He sets him up on the table. What's Joe got planned here? I thought Joe was going to the top, but Punk came off the table. Oh, I thought Joe could have fell through that table, but he was just a couple of inches to the left. And I was seeing Punk just DDTing the leg of Joe. Joe with a clothesline. Bringing Punk up to his feet. And has him up. And there's a DDT on the outside by CM Punk. And now does the punt to the middle of the back. And there's a second one. Samoa Joe just twisting the arm and attacking the back of it. Punk, that twisting neck breaker. These two guys still fighting on the outside now. Joe just throwing Punk into the steps. And again, Punk's shins just whacking off them steps. Joe's got Punk up. Oh, and drops him down onto them ring steps. Stomach first. And a DDT again on the outside. And now he's got Punk up in the powerbomb. And powerbombs him on the outside as well. I thought he might have been going for the table there. Oh, CM Punk catches Samoa Joe into the GTS. The strength of CM Punk to get Joe up there. But Joe's straight back in it. Punk's all up in the electric chair. If he drops him back, he's going for the table, and he does. CM Punk, electric chair. Samoa Joe through that table. What a fantastic, innovative move there by CM Punk. And for the second consecutive week, CM Punk has defeated the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. Here's that DDT. Here's the powerbomb. I thought Samoa Joe was going to powerbomb CM Punk through the table. And here is the electric chair drop through the table. Fantastic. By CM Punk. Two consecutive victories in consecutive weeks. I can't even say the word. For CM Punk has got to have pushed him in for a title shot. It has to have done. We'll have to see what Nigel McGuinness has to say about it, but a fantastic victory here in the tables match for CM Punk. As we see Samoa Joe slowly walk back to the backstage area, sorry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this episode. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more of the same. This has been Ring of Honor. I've been Shabby Gamer, and thank you very much for watching.